Hello, everybody. Whew. Oh my goodness. I am so excited to share with you some great news, mailbox goodies. One, one envelope, just one mailbox envelope for today. But this is worth 1 year net. 1 year of my net income as an admin assistant in my last job before finding this business. By the way, this is the first time you're seeing me. I'm Katrina. I love what I do. I help ambitious working moms make life changing money online. And this is also part of my 90-day Go Live journey as I share daily insights on growing a business, self improvement, navigating the beauty of motherhood. I have a confession to make. I've skipped a few days, the past few days, because things are, kind of hectic, busy, mom-in-law visiting, sending her off. But I told myself, I'm not going to focus on those missed days, but instead, I'm continuing to give you value, guys, every single day. If this is the first time you're seeing me, and if you're tuning in live or in a replay, comment live or the word replay and let me know where you guys are tuning in from so we know how global we are. Whew. Great news, Canada Post here in Canada is back in operation. I think since last week, so or just recently, this week. I'm losing track of days. The other day I said Wednesday morning hits different when I went to St. Lawrence with my husband and my mom-in-law, but it was just Tuesday. So that's one of the, what can I say, both pros and cons of working online. Especially if you're doing this full time, sometimes you lose track of days. Um, I think in a good way. I would take it as a good way. And by the way, just a disclaimer: it wasn't my husband and I. It's not our anniversary. For those of you greeting us, but thank you. I do appreciate that. I think there's kind of misunderstanding with my caption because I said, after 19 years, we've been still dating. Feeling like dating every now and then. But that's just our regular routine when he's not working his 9 to 5. But I'm grateful to all of you. Yeah, it feels like anniversary every now and then. But it wasn't our anniversary. That's just a random Tuesday date. With our with my mom-in-law. But anyway, I just wanted to come in here to share with you guys. As I document my journey, and also share some inspiration. For the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks, it's been a difficult time with Canada Post, our postal mail here in Canada. So a lot of businesses are affected, especially like small businesses with like the brick and mortar businesses. Now, for us, how it affected us here in Canada, because we do receive checks in the mail, so that kind of got delayed. But it doesn't mean that we don't get paid. We still get paid. So one of the biggest affiliate companies that we work with, they send us the checks by UPS, and they're actually processing and sending us the other delayed checks in the mail. But good news, Canada Post is back. So after a month or so, 3 weeks, 4 weeks or so, this is again the first check. First envelope that I received again. So this is it. It looks, yes, it's just one, but oh my gosh. So there's actually like documents on it, like statements of the bonuses that we get, like the monthly, quarterly bonuses. So one, this is just the paper documentation. Two, three, because I have multiple business accounts. Three, four, five. So this is like six statements for all my business accounts. Oh my gosh. So there you have it. And then I was looking at it, and here are the actual checks. There you go. There you go. And there's actually one surprise at the end. And I was like, when I total it, like, what? So, yeah, for those of you who is tuning in, like hearing me for the first time, to give you an idea, I used to make $19 gross per hour, an hour in my last position as an admin assistant. So you do the math to give you guys a little adventure. So this one is like net of my income minus taxes, all the deductions, and getting it in a day. Like, oh my goodness. I think this is one of the either second or third uh, biggest day ever, like in one day. And this is just like bonuses, incentives, not including like the regular income checks that I do get. It's crazy because you know what, guys, when you see this, you cannot unsee it. And I've been here in the business for 5 years now, and of course, did not happen overnight. As I always say, I think the first set of like checks that I got is I think about $1,000, more or less, and I was freaking out already. I'm just a couple of months into the business. I was like, I took a photo of the checks and I sent it to my mentors and coaches. Like, oh my goodness, this is real. I know it's real, but it just hits different when you actually get the checks in the mail. And then it grew as time it has grown as time goes by, and of course it months and days are different. It varies, but consistently I would make, yeah, I have turned my annual income into monthlies, and it's crazy. um, I was listening to I continued listening again to the Purpose Driven Life instead of reading it. I found this series on YouTube, and it says, like, I think I am on day 7 of the 40-day, purpose driven life daily kind of devotion. And day 7 focuses on, like, it's all about God, like, giving glory to Him. Your life is meant to give glory to God, and that's your purpose. And your purpose is, um, you glorify God by making the most use out of your, the talents that He has given you, serving others, helping others, um, not just your own family, but other people as well, in whatever talent that God has given you and whatever potential He has given you. And I was like, I'm grateful that I am developing myself in the service of not just my family, but also for others, serving my team and finding that purpose through this business, using me as a vessel. I'm grateful for that. And so really when also when Zig Ziglar said you can get anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And these checks here, right here, right now, is a testament of that. You know, it's a testament of really when you enjoy, when you love what you do, and you give it all your heart, it will just flow back into you effortlessly. I'm not saying just sit down and wait for it, right? But of course, I've worked hard on my business as well, developing my skills, my talents, staying coachable, staying plugged in, and always asking myself, like, who can I serve today? Who can I help today? Because definitely, it came like at a certain point in my business, I realized that, hey, this is way more than my own dreams for myself and for my family. It's way bigger than that. When people started, you know, making money as well, apart from, when I realized, oh, it's not just me making money. Like, I'm helping my team. I'm helping other moms do this exactly, other parents, even dads as well. And when some of my business partners started quitting their full-time jobs as well. They're good paying, career, like as a nurse. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is really, creating my own ripple in my own little corner of the world. And I'm thankful for that I'm finding purpose in this. And yeah, because I've been here for 5 years now. Sometimes it's just like everything is just second nature to me. So sometimes I really need to sit down and really pause and really remind myself that I'm so grateful that I get to do this. Like, that wording that I get to do this. Like this morning, we sent our my mom-in-law yesterday. It was a busy day, whole day. It was a long, busy day. We sent her off at the airport, traveling back to the Philippines. And so today, last night up to today, kind of settling things down back to our usual routine. My husband and I, we were talking, we were chatting last night, like how grateful we are to be able to do this for her mom, because we have, of course, we're preparing bigger for our bigger goals and dreams for 2025. Um, because my mom-in-law is like turning 80, so you'll never know what can happen, and we're grateful that we get to be with her, spend quality time with her for 3 weeks. And her health definitely, being able to spend time with us, with her grandchildren, our children, and being able to do those things with her. Of course, we're grateful. A huge part of that blessing is being here in the business, not just the monetary, but being able to be with her for the past 3 weeks. I'm just here at home. We can go anywhere we want. Every other day, you know, uh, we would go to different places, treat her, CN Tower. We went to Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls. Um, Stores that she likes to buy trinkets with. Having that time that don't need to stress myself out to, okay, what schedule should I be asking to have a leave of absence for. I'm just here, and my husband took his leaves of absence as well from his work, and we're just grateful, with for the life that we are creating. Yes, and of course, I do understand as well that, you know, um, it's not a merry season for everybody this time of the year. Some people have, experiencing challenges in their, not just in their finances, but with their personal lives. Of course, prayers go out to them. That's why I'm more grateful than ever that I am building this kind of life with my family. And I've read this post from one of my favorite creators, Jasmine Star. She's talking about building a business publicly rather than creating content. Like, build documenting your business journey, like you building a business publicly versus creating content. You know, of course, it's not like one is better than the other, but she is actually getting that concept from Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V. He is a one of the OGs when it comes to social media marketing. He is always for really chugging out contents endlessly. Omnipresent in all social media platform. If you ask him, Gary Vaynerchuk, do you prioritize quality over quantity when it comes to content creation? And his answer would be, you will never get, you'll never figure out quality content without the quantity. So don't worry about screwing it up or not having the perfect posts every single time, because sometimes you post, especially of course when you're working online on social media, you grow your business in social media. Sometimes you're posting not for your audience, and that's what I realized. Sometimes you're posting for yourself, for you to discover what ticks you, what would be a perfect, not really perfect, but what would work for you in terms of what are you comfortable sharing to the public? What are you, um, how would you make your story resonate with your audience so you can build a trusting relationship with them? Sometimes it's like that. And you would discover um, what's engaging, what's not, what would click with your audience through quantity posts. You will not discover it if you'll just post like once a week. You'll not discover that quality post that you can create if you're not posting at least like, once a day, twice a day, three times a day. I have business partners posting it like five times a day. Of course, you do you, right? You find time for that. Or sometimes it's just like impromptu. My thinking with content creation or documenting your journey is, yeah, really, when you embrace this business wholeheartedly, ideas will just flow. You And that has been my mantra as well ever since, even before I heard about Gary Vaynerchuk mentioning documenting your journey, building in public. That was my thinking too. You know what? I will just document my business journey. And since like from 5 years ago up until now, that's all I'm doing. Like I'm documenting. Of course, I'm not flashing checks like this before. I'm just showing you papers. But um, I don't have any checks like this to show from before. But I still chose to document my journey. Like, when I attend Zoom meetings, my learnings from my business partners, from the trainings. I document my journey as a mom, as an immigrant. I love personal development, so anything that I learned from books, from podcasts, from things that I see in public, from the audibles, or from the outside trainings that I invest myself into, either personal development, mindset, Tony Robbins, Ray Higdon, Eric Worre, other content creators that I follow, skill set wise, mindset wise, spirituality. I share those because I know when I have the intention to teach, when I learn better, and I can give more value to you guys. And I think that's what we, as human beings, we are inclined to be lifelong learners. We're always curious. We always want something that can improve our lives one way or another. And I'm here for that, sharing that to you guys. Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of you here. I wasn't paying attention to the comments earlier. Hey, Alan. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Coach Dave. I know it's crazy. Oh my gosh. Coach Dave here. He knows how much I make in a year. So, yes, it's back, Coach Dave. I don't know if I think there's a little more, but more or less, this is like what I computed that was held held back at the post. I don't know where it got stuck, either at the office or at the Canada Post, but we're just grateful. I know it's crazy, and it's as we wrap up 2024, a lot of things to be grateful for, and a lot of things to be excited for 2025. And coaches Dave and Roxanne, always set the bar high. I learned this leadership tip from them that was it John Maxwell, Coach Dave, when he said it's the law of the lid. Your team, your business team, can only grow up to the level you're in. So we're always striving to be better because we know our business partners are watching us, um, in a good sense that we are setting the example for them, just like how we are to our children as well. They're kind of mirroring our behaviors, our attitudes. So we are so grateful. I'm so grateful for my mentors and coaches for instilling that. That's why I think I love personal growth and development even before, like maybe elementary, high school. I think high school, college, but this business has really pushed that push me more to do more. So because I know when I do more, I can give more. Hey Elaine, hello, hello. Hey Franco, hello, hello. I see you're collaborating with Coach Elena. That was really interesting. I love That's what I love most about our community. Uh, I know we are like super global. We have different business collaborations with everybody, but yes, we can collaborate openly. So I love that. You guys, you keep inspiring me, Coach Franco. Hey, Virginia. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Virginia here is one of my newest business partner. We've seen each other again for the second time in person at the last Christmas party. I know. I'm just so grateful. I don't know the exact news, what happened. I hope they found their um, resolution to whatever issue is going on. You know what's interesting is I used to work. Some of you know this. I used to work at a TV station back in the Philippines. So news and public affairs, unang hirit, when the host is, Drew Arellano, Regine Tolentino, Eagle Reeves. They're my hosts, so we go remote to the remote events. I help mount those events, and of course, I'm always familiar, usually with news. But since I left the profession, and we don't even have cable TV here at home, we just watch like YouTube videos. I seldom watch news, so I really don't know. It's ironic. We used to be part of that, used to be our lives, my husband and I, but I don't watch news anymore. Sometimes I would just get updated when I have my nails done at the salon. They usually have like the news there. It will just go on repeat like every 20 minutes or so. And that's how I get my news. I just, because I find news most of the time like they're negative. I don't want to pollute myself with, of course, I know ideally we should be somehow aware of what's going on. But um, yeah, I've heard, I've seen, I've read a lot of personal growth and development books that news is really not a good vitamins to our soul, our brain. So I was like, okay. So there you go. Hey, Maria. Hello, hello. Nice to see you here. Um, Florence. Oh, I always like what you share on Facebook. We're not friends yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Florence. You know what? To be honest with you guys, if you guys will see my friend request, I think I have over 1,000, and Facebook is already telling me we would start removing your request. It's just so hard to monitor um, um, everybody's friend request. So I'm sorry about that, Florence. Maybe you can try to send me a request again, cancel, so it gets on top of the list. I have friend requests like from years back, and it would take me forever to scroll through everything. Um, which one? uh, no, 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 that's fine. Florence will just cancel the request, send me again. And if you're in the business, the best way to reach out to me is in our business chat or in our new platform, okay? Because sometimes I don't know if someone is like already in the business, especially if you're, other base, if you're outside of my business team. I apologize for that. But yeah, I do appreciate your support, your engagement. Those are not left unseen. I might not be able to comment right away or send you words in a response. Sometimes I just send emojis, but I do read them all. So thank you so much, everybody. Um, Adelina, oh, I don't know which exactly, but you resonated with, but thank you. From California, Tempem, hello. Coach Rebecca, hello. Thank you so much for your patience with us, for reminding us with our interviews or go live. Coach Rebecca here is one of our mentors and coaches that I work with, and a very personal colleague here in the business. Thank you, Coach Rebecca, for all your servant leadership for our, not just for our business team, but all of our business community. Oh my gosh, you guys are busy here in the comment section. Um, Dahlia and Sonny, oh, thank you for your support. Yeah, for sure. Maybe in the, I think you're in the business. Maybe in Where's that? We're in June. At Chula Vista in San Diego, right? Cashing between clients. There you go. I'm just about to catch up on the chats here and there, and I have yet to send business contracts pending from yesterday. So thank you so much for your patience. What time is it? I'll be picking up my son soon. So I'm just so grateful. So, oh, let me see. I think you guys are waiting for. Hey, Vicky, watching on vacation. Ah, thank you. All right. I don't have my what do you call this? My calculator is inside. I'm here at the patio. This is my view. There you go. There you go. It's -1, but feels like -4. That's why I'm all bundled up. I just came like this morning, like ayos. I fixed all the morning mess, cleaned up after the morning mess, and then I brought my second son to his orthodontist to have his braces fixed. Like, oh my gosh, that's also like, each of the my older one, he has Invisalign. The second one, um, he has braces, and he recently had a surgery. Oh my gosh, I was like, I'm so grateful. I don't need like my teeth are all natural. I don't need like I didn't need any braces. I'm so grateful. My dentist would say like, really, you didn't take do any braces? No, I'm so grateful. I don't know, maybe from my dad or my but yeah, these are all good. And I was just telling that because my son's like the two so far. The youngest is still so far too young, so he still has baby teeth. But hopefully, it's not as bad as the two older ones. They both needed like um, uh, something like braces and then Invisalign for the oldest one. And I'm grateful that I can afford those. Like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can afford. We can afford those those dental uh, procedures. Like for my eldest, like 7,000 for the Invisalign. Before that, he had braces. Like, no, retainers, like removable retainers, and then we adjust it every week because he has an overbite. So that was fixed. And then last year, I decided to have it checked because he still had some minor adjustments here. And then, yeah, so he needed, like, he chose the Invisalign because he wants to have it be removable so he can eat in peace and then just put it back. But there's an attachment to it, things like that. We just need to monitor it every 2 weeks. So we have all the packages. Anyway, that's 7,000. And my second braces is also worth 7,000 for the the braces, and it's like both of them I think about more or less 2 years in the making to complete everything. So every 1 month, every 2 months or so, we would go back to their orthodontist. This is on top, of course, this is separate from the family dentist. That's how it works here in Canada. We have a separate dentist, like for the cleaning, like the routine checkup and stuff. But if it's a special operation, there's orthodontist, and there's another specialist, like for our second one. There's a special surgery that was done about 2 3 weeks ago. um, there's a tooth that's still inside and it has to you know to be pulled, so they attach a chain. So he long story short, he underwent a surgery, a dental surgery, and it lasted maybe for an hour or so. He was put to sleep with an anesthesia, and that's like $2,000 out the window. Whew. I'm like, there's no way I could afford those treatments. But of course, that's why I'm very grateful. If not for the business, we wouldn't have the capacity to do that, or if we ever do that, like would be in so much debt because of those stuff. And we're doing this, of course, like the confidence for the kids, their not just the aesthetics, but their self confidence when they yeah, yeah, stuff like that. I'm just so grateful um, for all these things. And thank you so much, everybody, because for the past 5 years, I've been building with you guys and with your support, with the things that sometimes you guys don't know that really inspire me also to do my best to be better um, at the craft that I'm doing. It's not always paydays like this today. Of course, there are challenges definitely along the way. But in our mastermind last night, a lot mastermind in our community wide mastermind, that was the last for the year. And something, there's so many nuggets there that one of our founders shared, like really rebooting for 2025 and success. And he mentioned success is really doing things over and over, like I forgot the exact words, but it's somewhere in the lines of going failure after failure without losing your enthusiasm, something like that. And that is so, so true because it's not going to be good days every single day. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, we are problem solvers. There's always a way, you know. And I'm so grateful for the past trainings that I've had, um, my career experiences, and that was Steve Jobs who said you cannot connect the dots looking forward, but you can only connect the dots looking backwards. Like my experience with from the TV career, the creativity aspect of things, my life insurance journey. Of course, there's a sales aspect to that, but it's more of really psychology of selling, like the psychology and how you relate with people, hearing them, listening to them. That is the best strategy. What what's motivating them, and when it comes to my, of course, the nursing background is really empathizing with people. You know, the soft skills that I've learned all throughout those career changes and how they kind of combine together in this craft that I'm doing right now here online. I'm grateful because I get to experience all those and I get to apply whatever learnings that I have. And it's so true that you can sorry, I'm just going back to that thought, that concept that there will be days that are hard. There are days that I don't feel as motivated as some days, but I make myself aware, and some days are not as productive as others. Yes, that is so true. Some days are like, you feel like I didn't do anything productive, or I didn't do anything, I didn't tick off any to-do list, something like that. There are days like that. But I pick myself up, like, okay, that's done. It's a brand new day. So, and now I'm reapplying again what I've learned from the 12-week year. It's a book. Basically, the concept there is compressing your year into 12 weeks. You don't need to wait for the new year to start with working on your goals. So when was that? Last Monday, I have my accountability partners, three of us, working on our 12-week goals, and we're just focusing on 1 to 2, and we're being very intentional. We're holding ourselves accountable, not to like punish, like, hey, why didn't you do this, but more to encourage. We're doing that weekly accountability meeting. Like, my goal is this, and to do this, these are the tactics. Here are the things that I should be doing. Like, for example, I am um, I am wanting, what my goal is to post at least, one photo, one static photo a day, one reel, and, one go live a day. So that's my goal when it comes to content creation, and also help at least review one business page or one ad a day for my team. So that's my goal. And I should tick all of those, really consistently. Like in any goal, whether it's finance, whether it's relationships, health. I truly believe consistency, consistent action. That is the secret. you know, you'll be able to do consistent action if, of course, it starts here, here, and here. If your mindset is bulletproof, you'll be able to apply any strategies that you have. It starts here. It starts here, and everything else will follow. And always ask yourself, go back to your why. Like, why am I doing this? What's the rationality? Why am I doing this? It's there's a good video as well by Simon Sinek. Start with your why. Um, you watch that, go search that up on YouTube. And I watched it again recently. I was like, yes, yes. It's like, why do we buy? Um, why do I do the business? Oh, where do I post? Why do I post? For example, if I start like from outside in, Simon Sinek always say start from the inside out. Why do I post? Because I want, you know, you guys to. If I start from the outside in, well, because I want you guys to see how creative I can get, so I can get engagement, so I can um, have more followers, so I can, you know, trusting relationship with others, so I can make money online, something like that. But if you start from the inside out, why am I posting online? Like, why am I doing this business? Because I wanted to my my family, my children, to have a better future than what I have right now. Like, sorry, in the past, so a better life than what I am having. I want our ceiling to be their floor. I've read that and it really struck me. I want our highest standards to be their lowest. That's their floor, so they can go higher. I want to provide more for them, and that means if I'm doing something flexibly from home, I can be more present with them. I can fulfill my purpose with for them as their mom, because I know, God just loaned them from us, and God's purpose of being steward, a good steward of whatever talent He has given me, instead of just surviving. Because when we're just in a survival mode, we cannot really, I think, fulfill whatever God's purpose is within us. It's hard to help others when you yourself is just on a survival mode, right? So you start with that. Always start with your why, and then it will flow outwards. And now, because of that, I'm aiming to create more engaging content that provides value to you guys watching this every chance you get, and connecting with other parents, other moms like me, because I want you guys, fellow moms, parents, to realize that you're not alone in your journey, whether that's parenting journey or here in the business. Um, Creating relatable content, but at the same time creating aspirational content that can inspire both of you guys, inspire myself as well to be the best person that I can be. I'm no perfect, of course, but I try my best to be better, at least 1%. Atomic habits, 1% every day. You know, yeah, starting from the inside out. And once you have that nailed, nailed in, things will just flow. It will be easier. You'll not get distracted. You will not get affected by the negativities of others. You'll not easily get swayed like, oh my gosh, like, why is Katrina doing go lives every day? Why is she doing this? Why is she posting this? Why is she sharing too much? If you know in yourself why you're doing this, you won't get swayed by those negativities. You'll have a bulletproof mindset. And, you know, sometimes, most of the time, I would say, whatever other people are saying about you, or whatever their opinions are, those are reflections of their own thoughts, their own experiences. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're true for you. And that's what I've learned as well in the business. When people say they're not interested, they're scam, things like that, that's okay. Anybody can do this, but it's not for everyone. This is for you if you're willing, if you're daring the the norm, if you're questioning the status quo, if you do not want to settle because you want to have more so you can give more, then this is for you. You can do this. But if you think you cannot do this because you're not a social media person, or you're a lot of us are not, but if you get past your self-limiting beliefs, or if you're still there but you're willing to go over that, then you can do this. Anything is possible. And whenever I see a lot of business partners who are earning more than me, or being able to do more things than what I have right now, I take those as inspiration. Like, oh my gosh, this person is paving the way. He did it or she did that. That means that's what's possible for me as well. So I take those as inspirations. I can I can go on and on here, but my hands are already freezing. Thank you so much, everybody. Um, Precious, hello, hello. Hey, Mars, see you on Sunday. That's Sunday, all right? For our Christmas together. See you. Um, yes, I am here in Toronto, Maria. Happy holidays. Yeah, I think you're talking about the praises. They are right. Um, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh my gosh, time flies. I don't know what time is it exactly, but I should be picking up my son soon. Oh my gosh, my hands are frozen. I'm just putting the checks back. There you have it. Whew, thank you, Lord. Thanks, everybody. See you again. Bye for now. My lips are getting dry. Bye.